Good evening. I'm Meteorologist Ulises Garcia. I'm bringing you a severe weather update. The main story today has been the rain and the cloud cover, all due to Tropical Storm Colin. The rain is now starting to push more towards the east, but we did get a good pounding of rain, especially in the late morning and early afternoon hours. That was the first round, and a second round that came through during the mid-afternoon. We got about 4 inches of rain, but now most of the rain is now concentrated towards Jefferson, Taylor, and Madison counties, and now pushing towards the northeast into Georgia. As we look throughout the last 24 hours, 4 inches of rain already accumulated in Tallahassee, 2 inches of rain in Wilma, almost 3 inches in St. Mark's. We do need that rain. It's been a little bit dry the last couple of weeks, so this has been great news when it comes to the rain, just keeping those lawns green, and even those farmers just getting a lot of that green stuff just to get for their crops. Perry, they did get an inch and 1/13 of rain as well, but overall, the rain is very beneficial, especially at this time of the year. When it comes to the current temperatures, thanks to all that cloud cover and rain, temperatures have maintained themselves in the 70s, 72 in Monticello, 76 in Tallahassee, 77 in St. Mark's. We did top out here in Tallahassee at 80 degrees, about 10 degrees lower than normal for this time of the year. The dew points continue to be on the high side due to all that tropical moisture. The ick factor really strong, 73 degrees when the air to condense, 76 in Carabel, so very icky, very sticky. But overall, conditions are going to begin to improve as we go into our Tuesday. For Tropical Storm Colin right now, only 135 miles south-southwest of Tallahassee. Those winds at 50 miles per hour. It's getting ready to make landfall. And as it gets ready to make landfall, it's going to rapidly push through Florida into Georgia. It's going to be flirting on the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina throughout Tuesday before it finally pushes into the more deeper into the Atlantic by the time we get into Wednesday, just to the east of Nova Scotia, becoming extra tropical. Mostly it's going to be mostly a rainmaker throughout Florida into the Carolinas. As you can see, it's finally getting ready to make landfall. It's probably within an hour or two before it does make that landfall over the Big Bend. But a lot of rain continues to pound south and central Florida and even into parts of North Florida as well. There's already been wind reports near Jacksonville. We also even had reports from one of our meteorologists nearby here in Tallahassee. We also even had a tornado report of a waterspout near Asteria, Florida. That's in Lee County near Fort Myers. So really it's just been very active when it comes to the rain, just the wind, and even some tornadoes. And that's something to not rule out, especially on the right side of the storm, especially with this storm being so uneven due to all the wind shear, which are winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and that's mostly due to a frontal system to the west of us that's also been steering Tropical Storm Colin as it pushes towards the northeast. So the rain really has been pushed way to the east of the center of circulation of the storm, and that's going to be the continuing trend as we go into our evening. So Jacksonville will be heavily affected. Charleston, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, North Carolina are going to be the next towns to be affected of Tropical Storm Colin as it now gets ready to make landfall. As you can see in the satellite radar, heavy rains all the way up through the I-95 corridor from Miami all the way up to pretty much Washington, D.C. Very rough drive tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Give yourself extra caution. There's also flash flood watches in effect for parts of the Carolinas all the way down into Florida. For Tallahassee here, the warnings will expire, the watches will expire at 2 a.m. Towards the Carolinas, it'll be closer to tomorrow afternoon. But you can see a lot of abundant moisture. That green will continue to stick around through tonight and into tomorrow for a majority of the region. However, though, as the storm rapidly moves towards the northeast, a little leftover moisture will actually continue to meander throughout the southern portion of the state, especially into Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, and Orlando. So rain chances are still going to continue for them as we go towards the second half of the work week. The main threat when it comes to severe weather for tonight will be the heavy rain. We've already seen 4 inches of rain. We could still pick up a little bit more before it's all over with. Tornadoes and winds are on the low side. Hail is on the very low side. Flooding is really the main threat. It's still on the low side, but that will be the biggest threat out of all this. Just remember, turn around, don't drown. The good news is once we go into our Tuesday, the rain chances are going to begin to dissipate, especially throughout the morning and afternoon hours. However, though, you will get the trade-off from all the rain of Sunday and Monday to the heat, and temperatures are going to rapidly climb towards those mid-90s as we go from Tuesday to Thursday and eventually into the weekend as we reintroduce those afternoon variety thunderstorms thanks to daytime heating and the sea breeze. So overall, if you want the rain to leave, you are going to get it. However, the trade-off will be you're going to go from rain falling on you to drinking some water on you. So just remember, have that water bottle with you. It's going to get really hot. Thank you for watching and have a great night.